A tree is down after Storm Francis the other night. Or a branch is down next to the cycle path beside Crombie Primary School. Mother Nature has wreaked havoc in Westhill. Deforestation took place here a few days ago. The UK Conservative government have just recently are curbing deforestation in supply chains. So as a result, gardens are supply chains for people's birds, or for wild birds. So the UK Conservative government is protecting birds, which are due to decline over the next few decades. People should pick berries from trees and bushes and eat fruit, which is very good for you. The birds are singing and calling out. That man just walked his dog across the grass. Dogs can foul on grass. Walk on the pavement is better. This is Strathnaver, and just look at the plants. This is a well-kept garden. People in Westhill should take pride of their gardens. People should take paths as shortcuts. It gets you away from the road and it's more tranquil and you can appreciate nature. Just look at this wild bush growing. Dustmen work constantly, but they only collect our bin once a week. But we've got 2 bins. They go around Westhill every day, collecting rubbish. People should try and cut down on rubbish. Save the planet. People should recycle more. The grass cutters are out in force, keeping Westhill tidy, but cutting a patch of grass that could be wild, helping wildlife. It's not someone's garden. This patch is wild. Wildlife such as birds thrives in wild grass. Westhill Community Church is surrounded by wild grass, helping wildlife. When I visited the graveyard recently at Kirknaskeen, I got an eerie feeling when I went in fog. People should respect God. And try praying, as the sign says on the wall. But Westhill didn't used to have 2 churches, it just used to have 1. But the church community in Westhill grew, so new churches were built. Westhill had a divisive church community. The site of Westhill Community Church is not a safe place for children on their own. Children should go with families, with mum and their dad, and pray on Sundays. Deep water exists next to the church, as you can see from this sign. But the grass is wild. Although the sign says deep water, I don't see any water, but it's in the valley. I'm not going to go closer because I don't want to fall in. Water can be a hazard. It can be muddy near the cycle path between Westhill and Skene. Mud can be slippery, so people should walk on the path. But maybe not in ice and snow. People should wait until ice melts. Everyone should invest in unlimited fibre broadband so they can upload videos at a cost-effective rate. People should switch their broadband provider in order to enforce competition and get better value for money. People should use price comparison websites. The post office provides quite good value broadband. But I've never tried it, so I can't testify for its speed or reliability. It's Dustman Day in the Kirkton of Skene. People have food waste bins, green ones, and grey rubbish bins. People should fill up their blue plastic bins and recycle more and cut down on waste that goes in the grey bins. If people should eat fruit and veg in moderation so to keep bin sizes down, because food waste bins are quite small. You can fill them up if you eat too many bananas. The skins take up space. This street in the Kirkton of Skene has green bins. This is unlike Westhill. Aberdeenshire Council has not been consistent. What are green bins for? Big ones. Or is Aberdeenshire Council changing the rollout of bins? I don't know. In Westhill, we've got a big grey bin, a big blue bin, and a small green one for food waste. And the blue's for plastic, and the grey one is for general rubbish. But they're both massive. There's people walking on the road up ahead. This is the countryside surrounding the Kirkton of Skene. There's bales of hay, and throughout it there are cottages. This one's got a conservatory. Conservatories should be built with solar panels on the roof in order to help cut energy bills. Conservatories keep people warm. They can be warm with the sun shining with all the glass. This is a modern cottage, but it doesn't have solar panels on the roof, it's just got Velux windows. Velux windows should be built as solar panels. This would be great for preserving life on planet Earth. Grass verges in the countryside are real. To walk in the countryside you need fluorescent jackets and cycle helmets and bikes. When walking uphill gets too tough, you should get off and walk. Walking and cycling is the best form of transport. People should engage in it. It might take longer, but it helps preserve the environment for future generations. The road is quiet just now. This is the road that leads to the tyre bagger and the airport. But I'm not going to catch a flight. I'm near the Kirkton of Skene heading for Westhill. You can't take bikes on planes, or I don't think you can. I passed two children at a cottage standing in the middle of the countryside. I don't think buses come this way, so I don't know what they're playing at. This is the countryside surrounding Kirk na Skeen, with brown fields, green fields. The countryside is a mix of fields, with trees in the distance, and barns. Farmers live in the countryside, surrounded by fields. Westhill's story is ongoing. People should go out into the fresh air with video cameras and create stories for uploading to Facebook.com to educate their children and grandchildren, commuting on bikes and walking. A motorbike just passed me going fast. Motorbikes can have difficulty braking and are a threat to people walking on bikes. Small cars are safer, electric ones. Electric hybrid cars are the future. People should save their money and buy one. This is the mains of Keir, surrounded in countryside, steeped in it, with animals in the distance. A car transporter with a heavy load. I can't see what, even with optical zoom sunglasses on, I can't see what animals these are because the optical zoom at 10 times isn't good enough. People should upgrade their technology. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to get closer to animals. Getting closer results in a better view, but I can't get any closer. No, I think they're cows. Cows grazing. Cameras are limited in their technology function, but looking up and appreciating the environment, I can see it's cows with my optical glasses. Diggers go fast on the countryside roads. Here are the cows. The cows just stand and stare. My granny was a great poet, and at her funeral, her grandchildren read her a poem about animals standing and staring. Poets are clever people. They're visionary. They observe wildlife. People should read poems, read literature, and study history, and learn about what's gone by in order to communicate the information via video to future generations. The road is flat with fast cars, but people can cycle along flat roads, but when the going gets tough, you should get off and walk and persevere. Patience and perseverance. Cars can go fast in the countryside, but when you wear fluorescent jackets they give you a wide berth. Here comes another tractor. It's a slow moving tractor and it takes up the entire lane of the road. People can get killed overtaking tractors, but farmers are very important people. People should drive slower. Respect God's creatures and farmers. That car didn't drive slowly. People drive too fast on country roads. Cows stand and stare once again. They also rest. It was at my granddad's funeral that his grandchildren made a poem of animals standing and staring. People with Asperger's syndrome can be forgetful. So people should appreciate. Talk slower to them. The birds are in the countryside. Passing places on country roads enable cars to give way. Lorries should use them in order to let faster traffic pass by. I'm in a lay-by just now. It lets me appreciate the countryside. Everyone should have a video camera because everyone suffers forgetfulness to some degree. Recording memories and precious moments of the environment are important going forward. Out in the countryside, you can see the hills in the distance. And way in the distance is Brimond Hill, with a pylon on top. Electricity is important, but equally switching off lights and preserving electricity saves money. There was a flock of birds emanating from a brown field a few moments ago. Lots of wee starlings. Well, they might not have been starlings, but they were small birds. They looked like starlings, but I don't know my birds. This is the importance of literature, reading. The RSPB is an important organisation. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Birds. Maybe it's to protect birds. People should visit their website. This morning there's no traffic at the crossroads that goes between Westhill and Blackburn. It's quiet. Lorries use it though. When people go out into the countryside, they should follow the countryside code. Please take your litter home. Keep Scotland tidy. Farmers need equipment to work and plough fields. This is an interesting piece of technology. I don't know what it is. The word says slow on the road, so I will abide by it, even though I'm on my bike. There's cows in the field. Farmers move their animals from field to field, grazing different patches of land. But the cows aren't eating, they're just lying. These cows are resting. Cows don't always eat. Where these cows are, there's hills in the distance and trees. The countryside is important, as is the Countryside Alliance. Westhill from a distance is surrounded in trees. If I zoom in, you can just vaguely make out houses. Westhill is a garden suburb, but from up above, it's built in a valley surrounded by hills and wind turbines in the distance. I've got closer to Brimond Hill with an electricity pylon on the top. People need electricity to boil kettles. So electricity is important. This is Westhill's entrance from Blackburn. The sign says 30, but the speed limit's still 60. And there's a sharp bend. Traffic goes round this bend too fast. People should slow down. Westhill has lots of trees, and this is it. Westhill in 2020 is a global centre of excellence in subsea engineering, built up by previous Conservative and Labour governments, with great investment, with oil. That car is not doing 30. People don't abide by the speed limits. Cars go too fast in Westhill.